going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of The Rundown, Charleston's gaming podcast. Thank you for joining us on this lockdown, I guess, quarantine.
Yeah. Luckily, it hasn't hit us yet, thankfully. I'm sure it's coming, but for those of you stuck at home, yes, thank you for choosing to watch us for the next hour.
We are here for you. We are recording, so you know.
We were fortunate enough. We're fortunate enough to not have to deal with it, but I know those that are affected by it are, struggling and trying to figure out how to live life at home when they're used to going to work every day. So it's a tough spot to be in. So
imagine how much sleep you're gonna get, though.
All of it. But it's gonna
get all the sleep.
But people are like, they've been quarantined for the last like 4 or 5, 6 days, and they're already going insane. So
well, I mean, it's one thing when you have the mentality of staying at home because you want to stay at home,
right,
as opposed to be staying at home because you have to stay at home.
Yeah, it's kind of like that rebel in us where we're like, oh, you're not gonna tell me to stay home. I'm gonna stay home because I want to stay home. Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, I kind of have to now. Like I went to the store today, and like we're not on lockdown yet, but like people are just panic buying. There was not one paper product left in that store. So I'm out of paper towels. Thanks, fucking
dude. I could have brought you some.
Oh, it's not that big.
I bought 2 big 12 packs.
No, I'm just gonna use all the toilet paper I have.
Well, no, that's what I did. Like, of course, you can't find any toilet paper, so I went and bought 2 12 packs of paper towels, and I'm just whatever roll. I'm just gonna come up in little squares.
Just get you a bread knife and just like cut it into thirds.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and that's the Charleston sewer and water problem. Once
after that,
yeah, once all that's
keeping them in business.
Up. Yeah.
Well, enough of that. In today's episode, we have the PS5 Spec reveal. Fuck Gamestop. And, of course, Razer intends to donate 1 million masks to hospitals globally. And then, of course, if you're interested, stay tuned afterwards. We will have the the weekly review for The Witcher Episode 2.
Yeah. I wish there was going to be some more movie news, but obviously there's not.
No, there's nothing going on.
I mean, a lot of stuff went straight to VOD, and streaming services, but whatever. That's not what this podcast is about. That's why we split it in
but
two.
I do want to bring up something real quick. So I was over there, of course, we're quarantined, so I'm watching things from home. And
what's that like? I have to go to work still. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well,
this is going to be a good
lot
podcast.
Of games.
I'm going to get really hammered during this, so just stay tuned. This is exciting.
What's the new Invisible movie? Was it
Invisible Man?
Is it in the Invisible Man?
Yep.
So, God, how many Invisible Mans have they made?
Well, the original in the 60s, they made Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon. This one, I'm sure there was another one that was before all those at some point. What happened?
No, I'm going to show you right now. All right, so it looks like a halfway decent movie. Like, I just want to see it just to see it. Mm-hmm. But tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Her nose is really red. So
not the actual picture.
Does she have corona? Oh. Yeah, okay, so I know what you're bringing up. So the rent price is that amount because it's straight to streaming. So they're still going to get their money's worth as if you were going to the movie theater.
Fuck that. Nope. I saw so many movies like that, and I'm like, what the fuck?
But so what I did today is to one up the AMC and Regal's and everybody closing. I bought kettle corn instead of regular popcorn to watch my movies with.
Suck my kettle corn. Gross.
What? Kettle corn's amazing, dude.
I'm just a good old fashioned regular popcorn kind of guy.
You like yours that tastes like diabetes. I got you.
Yes, very much so.
I got you. That's fair.
Fuck's wrong with me now. So what you been up to this week?
Not a damn thing. Just working, playing The Division, a little bit of Destiny. New Exotic Quest came out, and everybody's already out for the Fourth Horseman. I'll finish it up eventually. I do. I don't know, man. Like, it's just, I haven't done anything. I feel really bad that I haven't, because like I have to do stuff to be able to talk about shit. But like, it's just been like a mind blank all week. You know, I mean, it's been kind of crazy. So like, I just haven't really, you know, that sounds really bad. But
no,
I don't know. I think this is kind of like putting me in a mindset, like, I don't know, just put me in a weird place. Because I'm still having to go to, like, me along with a lot of other people are still having to go to work, and like, there's a lot of cause for concern because a lot of people do work with the public, and you know, never know what the symptoms are, and it's not. I'm not scared of getting sick. Like, dude, I've been so sick before. Like, but it's the continuing of the transmission of the virus, and like, I think that's what it kind of has everybody, you know, freaking out. Because like, I don't want to kill, like, as much as I'm like ready for the boomers to take a hike, I don't want to be like, I don't want to like give them a fucking disease. Like, I called my parents the other day. My mom's got pneumonia and my dad's got bronchitis.
I called my parents the other day, and they're like, "What do you?" They had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Oh yeah,
like they don't watch the news apparently,
bro. Oh my god. Okay.
She's like, "Why is Michael Samuel out of school for the next month? Why can I not find toilet paper?" I'm like, "Mom, do you not turn the news on?"
Right. Yeah. So is your mom Jared Leto?
Oh my god, that shit was freaking hilarious.
That was so funny. He's like, he went to like isolation for 12 days out in the desert to meditate.
Have you ever watched Silicon Valley?
No.
Okay, well, one of the guys. Okay, so it was funny because one of the guys in the episode did that. He wanted to like think of a name for the company that they were starting, and he's like, "Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take a shit ton of LSD and a crap ton of mushrooms, and I'm going to get naked, and I'm going to go to the desert."
Is shit ton more than a crap ton?
Huh?
Is a shit ton more than a crap ton?
Yes.
So he took more LSD than mushrooms?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And he's like, "I'm going to figure out a name for our company and then come back." Well, at the end of the episode, he came back, but he came back with like a little Mexican boy and like no hair and a name for the company. But yes.
Sounds like an episode of like Always Sunny.
I could see it being close to that, yeah. But yeah, Jared Leto did do that. I was like, I didn't know he was that type of person.
Yeah, he just came out and he's like, "I don't know what happened," and then he like put out a tweet. He's like, "Oh, like I just found out, and like my prayers are with you or whatever." And I was like, "Dude, come on."
So let's see, what all did I got? I bought a new PC case, so I'm gonna be redoing my PC on Wednesday.
No, you got all the time to make that build, don't you?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna be doing a whole lot other than just swapping cases.
Right. Is it gonna be so easy to get parts and stuff for builds, or because I know is Amazon still like a lot of stuff's like pushed back on back order because of the whole thing?
Correct. So as long as you can still find what's in their warehouse now, you're fine.
Right.
And a lot of their stuff they have a stock count for.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know how hard it was going to be for you to like buy certain pieces or whatever for.
I mean, it's not as hard as you may think because, you know, with a pandemic, a lot of people aren't really thinking about computer components and cases and everything like that.
Is there anything in that computer that I could wipe my ass with?
There's a dust
First topic
guard. There's a dust guard. So I'm thinking, I'm like, could I use the dust guard? But I mean, that's about the only thing I can think
or
of.
what that ribbon that connects the two things on the motherboard, I guess, or like one of the processors or something, like where it's like I don't know, it's like you know what I'm talking about, like the little ribbon.
I'm just watching you. I'm enjoying it.
Shut up.
So I'll be doing that. I bought Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, dude, that's like getting a lot of hype on Twitter. I've seen a lot of people are jamming out on it.
Super fun. I mean that, and you can go in and give your village COVID-19. So I mean,
shut up. No, dude, I was like, is this like Pocket? Do you remember Pocket God?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, oh dude, if it's like Pocket God, I might have to go buy a Switch.
No, it's just the first one in a really, really, really long time. No, but it's super fun. You go in, you name your island whatever you want to, you set it up, you go and visit other people's islands, and you can fuck their island up and all the other shit, and it's just something fun. I think it came out at the right time to pass the time by.
Yeah. Well, actually, that and Doom Eternal dropped on the same day.
Yeah. A lot of people are loving Doom Eternal. It's got a lot of good reviews.
Like a 9 out of 10 on most.
Now, do you know anything about that game?
I don't know anything about Doom Eternal. I did play the demo for the last Doom. That came out a few years ago, but other than that, I
the
never really followed
other
him.
Doom that you're talking about is on Game Pass, and I thought about playing it, but like I didn't know if maybe Doom Eternal was like a prequel or a sequel to it. So if it was a prequel, I was going to play that first. I was going to buy that and then play.
So is it?
I don't know. I never looked into it. I actually downloaded a couple of other games. My friend. Have you ever heard of My Friend Pedro?
Yeah.
So playing that, and A Tale of Two Brothers, playing that as well. So no, I'm just playing like a bunch of different random little games that are 4 hours long.
You're like a real gamer. I feel like a poser sometimes when I talk to you because you're like playing like Ori and the Willow, the Willows or whatever, and then like the other ones you're talking about.
Well, I mean that's why I don't really play a whole lot of Destiny anymore. Is because I can't stay on one game for so long.
Right. Especially when you're not like completing a story or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, exactly. And that was like I finally did beat the Division Warlords in New York story.
Oh, good.
So that was crazy.
Yeah. Dude, that twist though.
Oh, Faye? Yeah. Holy crap.
Fuck her.
So, yeah. But no, I am still playing that to get along and get with Neptune and Jupiter and Saturn and the rest of the planets.
Uranus.
Yeah. So I'm playing that. But yeah, no, that's about it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Evan and I have been running all the assignments. We're from the year one pass. Since the year one pass was free, we've been doing all those, and Evan and I fell in love with those little missions because they all take place inside different little like settings,
Yep.
And so we spent all the time like doing all the puzzles, getting all the backpack trophies, and this has been really fun because every level is like something completely different. Did the inside like boat dock thing. We did a nightclub. I mean, there's just all kinds of like little.
I enjoyed the nightclub, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go back and replay Warlords back on the PS4 because PS4 is where I have everything. I have all my Hunter Mast. I have all of my exotics except for the one from the Dark Zone and the one from the raid. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna do that this weekend.
Oh, I did get a few exotics.
So if you're gonna be on this weekend,
yeah, I'll be on. Actually, how about you not go home and edit today? Let's play. You got all the time in the world to edit. This will come out when it comes out.
Play what?
Division. We got.
Yeah, I just dropped $200 on a PC case. That's what I'm saying. I'll be able to get it next week.
Oh.
No. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll see.
It's $30.
I got a credit card. I'll figure it out. I can do that. And Michelle goes to work at 6.
They're not charging anybody anything for right now, so.
That'd be amazing.
Actually, from what I heard, I know Wells Fargo is doing some like deferred stuff as far as mortgages.
I just need my landlord to do that.
Yeah, you're probably not.
No.
That's like the downside.
So if I have to pack
all.
up and move to Texas, you know why.
Why the fuck are you going to Texas?
That's where I'm from.
I understand that, but why the fuck are you going to Texas?
Because if we're out of work for 3 months and not getting paid and laid off and my landlord evicts me, where the hell do I go?
Go to Orangeburg.
Fuck that. I will never in my life I don't take my son to his grams because I refuse to step foot back in that town.
Damn.
I want to. Michelle goes,
Damn. That's like me with Scottsboro, Alabama. Like I won't go. I haven't been there in 10 years.
I have not set foot 3 or 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I refuse. No, it's been 2.5 years because we stopped at the gas station. But other than that,
how dare you feed into that the economy of that little town?
All right. Number 2. Fuck GameStop. By Jason at Kotaku. GameStop is shutting down its stores in California. Kotaku has learned this news comes one day after the struggling retailer told all of the U.S. employees to ignore the state lockdown measures of the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, insisting that it was an essential retail business. Damn right. We are closing our stores in California, the company said in a note to all stores. The closure will remain in effect until further notice. We obtained more information from the California governor's office. California is one of the few states in the country to have enacted a full lockdown policy and told non-essential businesses to close. 2 California GameStop employees told Kotaku that they have been told to use personal time or file for unemployment as they will not be paid while the stores are in shutdown. A representative for GameStop corporate did not return a request for comment, but how the company plans to proceed with whether it will not be closing stores in New York or Pennsylvania, which are also locking down businesses. The video game reseller has come under fire in recent days for its handling of the pandemic, as it has been slow to enforce recommended social distancing policies and unable to provide proper cleaning supplies to employees.
Yeah, I heard they just got like disinfectant wipes and like hand soap. And then they're just using the stuff that they already had or they've back ordered before this happened.
Mm-hmm. They were telling us that at work that they were making us stand within 6 feet of the customer. Where, you know, whenever a customer needs us, we had to inform them, hey, you have to stand here.
Hey, what do you need? What?
Well, no, that's how bad it. Like, I have boomers that come in there that can't fucking hardly hear, so I've got to scream from them from 6 feet away.
Do you have an old AM radio?
I still get asked that.
Dude, AM radios are the shit though.
Oh yeah,
like some AM stations, like back in the day, fucking.
Back then.
Good.
But as far as an update, GameStop will close. This was an update, I believe, as far as yesterday. They did before yesterday. GameStop will close all of its stores to customers tomorrow, switching to a delivery at the door service for locations that remain open. Company CEO George Sermon said in a letter to employees today that it was obtained by Kotaku. Shoppers will be able to order games online by using the GameStop app with the QR codes at the store. They then pick the games up curbside at the store that remain open through the coronavirus pandemic. Some states like California and Nevada have forced struggling retailers to shut down its locations entirely, despite GameStop's protests. Sherman also said in a letter that GameStop will be giving 80 hours of extra paid time off to those employees at close or closing stores who are eligible for it, and 2 weeks of pay for those who aren't. CEO emphasized that any employees who do not feel comfortable going to work in stores or delivery should tell their supervisors accordingly. We respect that everyone has personal situations and preferences, so your decision will not impact your position with the company. Sherman wrote, this news comes within a week of with the co-founding moves of the retailer, which has been struggling financially over the past 3 years as customers move to digital. As the United States intensified its response to pandemic, GameStop was slow to react. First, employees complained that GameStop did not adequately supply them with cleaning and sanitizing supplies, and as states began shutting down businesses in hopes of mitigating the spread of the virus, the retailer told employees to stay open regardless, claiming it was an essential retail.
All right, let's break this down. First of all, this is the worst company in the fucking country.
Well, you notice that the update came after Jason Schreier released the article on Kotaku about how they were laying off shutting all of these stores down, but yet he was still guaranteed $1.1 million. Right.
All these CEOs are like cashing out. Mm-hmm. All of them. Like that guy, Bill Gates stepped down from Microsoft, which we were talking about earlier. Yep. Nikki Haley dropped out of the board.
I saw an article about that, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, she dropped out of the board for Boeing. But I mean, her reasoning is a little bit different than most people's. But like, fuck this company. Like, fuck GameStop. And I really hope the home dude from Nintendo decides not.
Oh, Reggie?
Yeah, I hope Reggie decides to like fucking eject Ojito, because this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. How are you a fucking essential company? Like, what do you sell? And I did read an article and they're like, oh yeah, we sell stuff that connects people because they need it for school or work. No, you don't. You sell fucking Nintendo DSs and used PlayStations. For schools? I think because you can buy like a used iPod Shuffle or some shit, and maybe like an iPad, but that's about it. Like,
they do sell iPads.
So like, how essential is that? It's not. Like, for you to risk your customers and your employees' lives over
anything you can get from in their store, video game wise, I can get off the PlayStation Network or Microsoft Store.
Like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you're dying, because you don't care.
You
fucking suck.
And again, after that article was released, and then they came out and said that they will be giving 80 hours of extra pay time off to those employees at closed or closing stores, or people who aren't eligible, 2 weeks of extra pay. And essentially, a lot of what they're doing is a lot of what my store is doing. I got 2 weeks of extra pay, or 2 weeks of pay time off, and then they're doing a drive-up service at my door, at my store. So buy whatever you need offline. They'll bring it to the door. You can get it, pay for it there. Good to go.
I mean, I guess that's cool, but this still puts people like out in the public, though. How many people are gonna have to work at that store to do drop-off service?
5.
It's under 10, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid, man. I fucking hate everything that's going on right now. Like, I'm like one truly away from going on a fucking full Jeff rant on this bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
This might not be a gaming podcast by the end of it.
What's it gonna be, Jeff?
I don't know. my opinion voiced loudly.
I like it. We can put those in big bubbles,
which is usually what it is anyway. But, dude, I'm just so mad at the whole situation. Like, how dare you claim that you're an essential, like you have essential goods for this? Because you don't. But this whole thing's just fucking like GameStop is. They're so hard up on trying to stay relevant and trying to make a profit, but you can't. Like, that's why you called in a Hail Mary to Reggie from Nintendo, and Reggie's gonna flip you the bird. He knows what's up. Like,
could this have been the wrong time to do that for Reggie?
Yeah. Name a good time for that?
Not during the pandemic.
Exactly. And this is just starting. There's no like. There's not like you can't time a pandemic, right? So like you can be like, it's only gonna last, 2 weeks, 7 days. Okay, let me synchronize my fucking watch then.
That's what I was thinking. A lot of the comments were made, 2 weeks or 12 days or whatever the case may be. It's just like, I don't understand how people are putting a time frame on it. Excuse me.
It's just wishful thinking.
Essentially, yeah.
Fuck GameStop.
Well, on some brighter little silver lining, number 3, Razer intends to donate up to 1 million masks to hospitals globally. With the global shortage of surgical masks due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, gaming hardware and company Razer has began manufacturing masks to donate to hospitals in need globally. Razer CEO Min Lang Tan. That's what it says. Announced last night on Twitter that Razer intends to donate up to 1 million masks to health authorities of all different countries. While Razer is known primarily for its keyboard, mice, and other computer peripherals, this is quite a departure from the illuminated gaming gear. Tan firmly believes that all of us have a part to play in fighting the virus, no matter which industry we come from. Razer has been working tirelessly over the past couple of days, including 24-hour shift, to convert its existing manufacturing lines in order to produce surgical masks. Tan also mentions that he and his team have been in touch with authorities in Singapore, which is where Razer's headquarters is located, to donate some of its initial shipments. The remainder of the Razer's global offices will be reaching out to governments and health authorities to prioritize its support going forward. There you go. There's a good CEO right there.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie, though. Like, when you said Razer, when I first read that, I was like, because I didn't get the whole article. I was like, Razer scooters?
Different Razer.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's funny.
But hey, Razer scooters, if you're listening, if you want to, send out some surgical masks, you're more than welcome to as well.
Yeah, we need a sponsor, but we don't want sponsor money. We want sponsor like quarantine masks and rubber gloves and paper towels and toilet paper.
I mean, if this is still going on, which I know it's going to be, next week, I'm more than happy to come in here and film this in like full
like quarantine
gear.
Outfits?
Yeah, quarantine gear.
Way to make me feel uncomfortable. Like, okay, in case you guys didn't know, we don't film this in a studio. We don't. There's not an elaborate setup or anything. This is literally my dining room.
No, it's not. It's an amazing studio. It's 2 stories. It overlooks the beach.
Oh shit, you're right.
No, it is your
It's filmed in my dining room on the most molecular level of podcasting. It's just us two, a green screen, a camera, and some mics. Don't you dare make me feel uncomfortable in my own house, because once we're done here, I go over there and I play PlayStation. Don't make me uncomfortable here, Michael.
Well, that's what Greg Miller did. He went before they got their big studio apartment. Or no, they're actually in an apartment now. They're in like a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment now, and that's what they filmed. Kind of funny on.
In their like living room? Like their setup is huge though.
Mm-hmm.
It's all green screen though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
God damn it. I knew that set looked too fucking good. Like that table might be real, but that whole
the table's real, yeah. But there's like different rooms in that like 4 bedroom apartment.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, it looks good though, doesn't it?
God damn it does.
And they just bought a warehouse because they're going to be moving out of that because they're going to be doing a lot more different shows. So they just bought a warehouse.
They bought a warehouse? How do you buy a warehouse?
YouTube money and Patreon.
You guys need to like and subscribe.
So you did not, which I don't blame you, and I don't blame anybody, especially if you're not a tech kid, by watching the PS5 spec reveal.
See, I wanted to, and then like I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because like in my head I was thinking this like, oh yeah, I'll watch the reveal, because like I'm thinking we're gonna get the housing, and then we'll see like our first actual glimpse at something that's not a developer rig, right? Mm-hmm. And that is not what we got. We got some Poindexter with glasses reading off the spec list for 45 minutes.
52 minutes. So
I'm trying to soften the blow a little bit.
In their defense, they never said it was going to be any of that.
They didn't. All they said was that Sony is going to make an announcement about the PS5 on this day. And
negative. They said that PS5 is going to be doing a deep dive into their spec reveal.
That's still an announcement.
Whatever. Spec reveal. They never, and that's where a lot of people misunderstood, or maybe was just thinking or so excited. You know, oh my God, we're going to get this. No.
Because we haven't gotten anything.
No. And that is where my question comes to you.
Yes.
Is Sony trying our patience?
They're about to fuck up.
Because think about it. With Xbox, we've already gotten what the console looks like. We've already gotten the full spec reveal. We've already gotten gameplay. We've already gotten loadings. We've gotten all of this stuff.
We did get PS5 load screen, so like months ago. The Xbox.
All right, you got that.
But the Xbox load screens are not as fast as the PS5s, according to what they've shown in video. Like if you saw the Xbox load screens compared to like the Xbox Series X compared to the Xbox One, they had that little video, and I think it was like a couple minutes long, showing like different load screens and stuff. And then we had the PS5 load screen, which was super quick. I think they were talking about like 5.6 something gigabytes a second, which is stupid fast. Like
IO throughputs 5.5, yeah.
5 gigabytes a second load time. That's almost instant. It's like I think what it was like 5 to somewhere between like 5 and 8 seconds of like load time, which compared to 90 to 120 seconds of load time now.
Oh my gosh.
Or more.
Destiny. I'm not gonna lie though, I think Destiny's the worst.
Their menus. But everyone that seems to have gotten an SSD card kind of like seems to mitigate that. Like it's not a big deal if you have SSD. Well, I'm not gonna pay $100 for a fucking processing thing or whatever SSD does. I don't know. I'm the worst. Dude,
SSD
I'm the worst.
is storage.
This is a gaming podcast. I'm the worst. Whatever SSD does.
So real quick, do you know the difference between a hard drive and an SSD?
Hey, let's do the education channel.
So hard drive is basically a brick with a bunch of moving pieces. Okay, it's got screws and bolts and laser discs, and everything moves around, and it transmits storage to your screen. SSD is sometimes, depending half the size, but it transmits everything digitally, so there are no moving parts. It's just a microchip in there.
Oh, so that's what makes it so much faster. Okay, that makes sense. This has been a learning experience for everyone. In case you didn't know, I'll be the guinea pig.
But yes, no, I agree. I think Sony is trying everybody's patience. I don't understand like
there's no sense in it now.
No, there's
But
not.
this isn't the time for that stuff. Like, I mean, as much as we want to kind of go around it and be like, oh yeah, life's still gonna be the same, whatever, still play video games and this. It's like there's still like ways that a business has to operate.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with them, like you can't drop like, oh hey, yeah, this is the new system for $500-$600 coming holiday 2020 when we don't even know like what holiday 2020 is gonna be.
Is there even going to be a holiday 2020?
Exactly. Like that's the problem. And like, but I mean, Xbox didn't really shy away from it. They're like, oh, this is the size comparison. Remember, I see that picture and it was like, dude, honestly, like the new Xbox.
With the banana?
Yeah, dude, the new Xbox is the size of a banana, essentially, almost. Or maybe a little bit bigger, but it's gonna be small and it's got a lot of processing power. So,
I hate because they're building it up so much, and the more and more you build something up, the more and more it's going to fall if it fails and it looks ugly and it outperforms, and you just feel like, wow, all this waiting and anxiety that we had was for nothing.
Right. So Sony's blue balling us basically. Sony is the strip club of gaming consoles.
Dude, speaking of strip club, I'm not even gonna lie. I watched a girl on Twitch last night play Animal Crossing for 5 hours. And
she streamed for 5 hours, or you watched it for 5 hours?
She streamed for 8 hours, but I watched for 5 hours. I watched her play, yeah. My whole point of this was, she asked me what I did for a living. I was like, hey, I work at Best Buy. I bought Animal Crossing. I just wanted to come and see what everybody else was up to. And conversation went on, and then I was like, oh, so what do you do for a living? She goes, I'm an exotic dancer. I was like, oh. So I just watched an exotic dancer play Animal Crossing for 5 hours.
I was about to say, because she's not working.
No, she's definitely not working.
I was going to say, like, that's like the first place that should have been shut down whenever this started.
Oh my God, yes.
But
did you see the story of Trump calling it the Chinese virus?
Oh yeah, dude, that's been going on since it first started.
Michelle showed me that for the first time yesterday. I'd never seen it.
Like, and there's a lot of back and forth too about that because they're like, oh, that's so racist. And then one of his, I forget, like one of his representatives, somebody, they were like talking about like, oh yeah, it's the country. We're not talking about the people. It's from that country. And it's like, yeah, but it's still fucking racist.
Why are you calling it? Because it came from China.
Yeah. Like you don't say like my Chinese PlayStation, right? Like my Chinese iPhone,
my Singapore shirts.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 5 full spec list has been revealed, and I will be more than happy to break it down for you if you need me to. Okay.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. I think he's getting a beer. But while he runs and does that, the biggest talking point will be the console's 10.28 teraflop GPU. Recent discussion around the console has centered around teraflops, a measure of how many calculations the GPU can perform per second. Many will be quick to point the drop-off from the Xbox Series X's 12 teraflop GPU, although the system architect Mark Cerny pointed out how that doesn't tell the full story, even calling dangerously to rely on the count as an indicator of performance. The pitch is that the PS5's custom RDNA2 GPU is optimized and improved ways beyond the teraflop count. Such will offer power beyond that is expected from. Internal storage coming in at a non-standard 825 gigabyte count points to how this is custom solid-state drive designed to offer extremely quick load times and do away with the long patch installs. Thank God.
So that's just for the processing, right? That's not like the actual storage.
No, that's the actual storage.
800 what?
That is the oddest count, isn't it?
What?
825 gigabytes.
Dude, the PS4 comes with a terabyte.
But it doesn't come with an SSD, though.
Son of a bitch. I'm still going to have to buy an external hard drive.
No, hold on. Designed to offer an extremely quick load times and away from the long patch installs familiar to PS4 owners, it can also be expanded by using off-the-shelf NVMe SSD drives inserted into the slot of the console. So you have to buy certain ones. However, those drives will need to be physically fit. They will need to physically fit the slot, so you probably want to hold off on buying in advance to find out what Sony recommends. Now, going through the spec reveal sheet, it still has the option of, where is it at? External storage USB HDD support. So that same one you have down there will still be supported on the next one. Along with,
this is so
disappointing. Apparently 4,000 titles are going to be backwards compatible as well.
Did you hear about the controversy on that? When they first announced it, they're like, "Oh yeah, there's going to be up to 100 plus titles."
I saw that part, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh no, okay, no. What we really meant, because everybody was like, what? That's not even a fraction of what PS4 games are." And they're like, "Oh, what we really meant to say was like." Over 4,000 of your.
It was a typo of the numbers. Somebody.
Yeah,
okay.
We left a number off and then an extra 0. Sorry, our bad. Like we fucked up.
So full spec for the PlayStation 5 through Digital Foundry. CPU is going to be your 8-time Zen 2 cores at 3.5 gigahertz. Same as the Xbox. GPUs 10.
That's pretty that's like the basic one, right? Like, yeah.
GPUs 10.28 teraflops, 36 compute units at 2.23 gigahertz, as compared to Xbox's 12 teraflops. The GPU architecture, of course, is going to be the custom RDNA 2. The memory interface is going to be 16 gigabytes of DDR6 256-bit. See, I like that. I wish that would have I wish that's what I had in my PC, but I have 32 gigs of GDR4. So again,
yes.
Do you know what RAM does?
Yes. That's your processing.
That is not
your processing.
RAM is what allows you to multitask without slowing your computer down. So the more RAM you have, the more things you can do at one time without your computer slowing down. Or not just computer, but any device.
This is the most vulnerable I've ever been on this podcast.
Prime example, when I tried to edit our 4K video, and I couldn't because I didn't have enough RAM. The computer couldn't handle everything that was going on all at one time, so I had to go and buy more.
Oh, and we do also apologize because none of our videos are going to be in 4K anymore because like the auto adjusts.
So unless we buy a better camera, it's the dual pixel. So it has one tracking system on the 4K, so it's only going to track one of us at a time, as to where the 1080p has dual pixel autofocus. So,
but it's better for you. Nobody's watching this shit on their TV. No, if you are, thank you for welcoming us into your home. But if you're taking this on the go, 1080 is where it's at.
No, I think in our podcast analytics, I think 7% of people are watching this on their tablets.
Once again, thank you for taking us on the go and welcoming us into your home.
Memory bandwidth is going to be 448 gigabytes per second. Internal storage, custom 825 gigabyte SSD.
That's so that's the most random fucking number. 8.25, really?
Mm-hmm. Now, what was the Xbox? I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Xbox Series X.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna like switch to Xbox yet, but
bro, if I gotta buy you one, I will.
You guys heard that? I swear to God, do not fucking edit that out.
I'm not.
Michael said if he needs to buy me an Xbox,
I will. If I have to go and buy you the Xbox One
no,
digital.
No.
I said Xbox. Rewind it. I didn't say Xbox Series
son of a
X.
Bitch.
Rewind. I said I will buy you an Xbox. I didn't say which one.
God damn it.
So
if anyone out there is a lawyer.
So yeah, specs. As compared to Xbox's Series X, 1 terabyte SSD
for the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets 175 extra gigs, which isn't a huge big deal, but like.
It is when you're going to have games like GTA 5 that are 100 freaking gigabytes.
Yeah, exactly. And especially with update files left and right from all these games and shit, they're usually a couple gigs per patch, so it adds up.
And the rest of this isn't too bad. External storage, you'll still be able to use USB hard drive support. Optical drive, so it's going to have a 4K Blu-ray player drive.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty awesome too. Like,
yeah, that I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, I might have to get an OLED.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, that's why I didn't get too excited about it.
You know better.
Yeah.
Dude, my TV's perfect. Like, it's fine.
We like what we like, man. Something wrong with that. I just
don't judge. You're judging me.
No, I'm not judging you. You would go to Disney. Okay, you want to go to Disney. You want to go Star Wars Land. That's you like what you like. Me personally, I don't give two shits about going to Disney. It's not my kind of place.
Oh, you're the worst person.
I don't. TV. That's my thing. It's something I've just always wanted as a kid because.
Right.
It's just I have those PTSD moments from when my granddaddy would always make me go up and.
Bro, dude, we all did.
Yeah.
I had to switch. I remember when I was growing up, I was good at my grandma's house, and I'd play with my Terminator action figure, which back in the day it was the endoskeleton that had the little plastic pieces where the actual the human form, and you could pop them off and shit. And then in between me like playing with that and my Jurassic Park toys, which were fucking so good.
I like it. I had more Power Ranger toys than anything.
I had to push the buttons on the TV because there were back in the early 80s and early 90s. There were no
before I was born.
Before you were so like you don't even fucking know, dude.
Because you were
85.
Okay.
There were no remote controls. I mean, there were, but like these TVs were like. Hey, sweetheart, can you get them?
So you were allowed
British, but
you were allowed in bars the same year I was getting my driver's license.
Oh fuck me!
So what do you think about the spec? What do you think about the spec reveal?
It's underwhelming. Or is it? I wouldn't say underwhelming, because I mean it's still. I don't know, dude. To be honest with you, right now Xbox is like a little bit above PlayStation, but only because they showed the load times. They showed like that switching between apps thing, like between different games.
So being able to start in one game. Yep.
Yeah, you can pick up where you left off. I don't know how that's going to work with like MMOs or like multiplayer stuff or co-op. But as far as like being able to switch from game to game to game, like, dude, Xbox knocked it out of the park because it's almost instant. So like dude, I don't know. And as much I love PlayStation.
No, I love PlayStation too. And I mean, this isn't going to, keep me from buying a PlayStation or anything like that because I'm always gonna have it.
It's gonna be the housing, I guarantee it. Because what Xbox isn't doing like haptic feedback controllers or like analyzing your sweat.
No, we haven't. I mean, from what I've understood, I don't think that we've gotten any kind of specs or anything regarding their controller.
Right, but Xbox has always had like the most basic controller anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like if you look at the original Xbox controller and like the Xbox One controller, it's more sleek and looks a little better. But as far as like the core design of it is essentially the same. So I don't think they're throwing any extra stuff into the controllers like PlayStation.
No, the only thing that I did notice on the Xbox controller was they had it's like a share button below the little Xbox icon that allowed you to faster like screen recording or screen picture taking. But I mean, that was pretty much it.
Oh, just stream it.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like the competition between PlayStation and Xbox, unfortunately, Xbox is winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just due to that, it's like a 5-minute stream of like the developer fucking with the load times and the switching from app to app. And PlayStation's shown nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
So
except
if
for
we compare
Spider-Man.
them side by side, 825 gig storage, custom storage SSD as compared to their 1 terabyte. The resolution, which I found, this was something very odd I found. The Xbox is already going to be able to support 8K.
We've had this conversation before too. 8K doesn't make any fucking sense. Your eye can't adjust to that. Like your eye literally cannot focus on the power of 8K. It can't. It's useless. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Frame rate on both are going to be up to 120 frames per second.
I do like that.
Exclusive games so far, the only thing that we've heard from PlayStation is going to be Godfall. Xbox is going to have Halo Infinite and Hellblade 2.
I have one quick question about exclusives, though.
I just want Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, that's coming.
Yeah.
Like they've pretty much confirmed that.
Timer.
Oh, that's the one that's my third alarm actually. So with them having to like kind of work from home and essentially like kind of delay everything, could that give them the opportunity to maybe work on the game a little bit more and increase the level of it and maybe make it a PS5 exclusive? Could that give
they have the computing power at home?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that extra 6 months, could that push that into that PS5 window?
It's possible. Not saying that they are. I don't know if they are, but I mean it is possible.
Because Last of Us was supposed to come out in May, and obviously,
bro, if that shit gets pushed back again,
it's gonna, dude. I mean, it might.
Release that bitch digitally. Let me have it. CPU for the PS5 is going to be 8-core, 3.5 gigahertz, as compared to the Series X, which is going to be 3.8. I promise you're not going to know a 0.3 difference on the CPU. Their GPU for the PS5 is going to have the 10.3 teraflops as opposed to the Series X, which is going to have the 12. RAM is going to be the same in both at 16 gigabytes. Storage, again, we already went over that. Resolution, both are going to have 120 frames per second, and both are going to come equipped with a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player.
So really, like, PlayStation doesn't have much of a dog in this fight, to be honest with you. It's either dead even or Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much.
Precedes it, so.
But again, PlayStation always does pull out of head with their exclusives. Which, I mean, let's think about it. You don't buy a PlayStation for the power. You don't buy a PlayStation for the...
No, that's why I've had a basic PS4 for the last 5 years.
You buy it for the titles.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously the PS4 Pro would have been cool because there is a slight increase in, like, processing power and the graphics do look a little bit better, but it's not enough to, like, be like, oh, I can only buy a PS4 Pro. Like, I can buy literally any of them. Like, and then I bought a 5 terabyte? Yeah, 5 terabyte,
hard drive?
Yeah, there we go.
External hard drive?
Jeff's been drinking. Yeah, so like so I can just do a normal PS4 and just get the external hard drive and be good to go. Because like you said, I mean, a lot of this stuff has to depend, because I play a lot of online stuff, so it really depends on like how well the servers are doing. Like, dude, the Division, like there's still like pixelation and like 1998 graphics on there every once in a while. Like you've ever seen like a bloom as far as like an explosion?
Yeah,
it looks fake as shit.
Oh, like, yeah, most definitely.
So I mean, like it really just depends on. There's a lot of factors that go into graphics. So especially on online games, but Uncharted looks really good still.
Always. All right, man.
Oh, is that Naughty Dog?
I love Naughty Dog. Well, I mean, Naughty Dog, I'm not going to say it. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. Anything else you want to add?
Wash your hands, stay home, be as safe. Why did my fucking seat just go out?
You look so short.
Oh, there we go. All right. Stay home, wash your hands, be safe, be courteous. Tune in. We're here every Sunday recording. It goes out every Tuesday at noon. So,
and I promise, no matter how bad the pandemic gets, we will be here.
That might be a stretch, but
well, I mean, unless they lock the roads now.
Yeah, literally, unless like they completely.
See,
make
if
it
Jeff had a computer, we could have done it
like
side by side on the screen.
Like a Skype quarantine thing.
Yeah, that's what literally. I don't know if you watch anything online, but that's like what everybody from IGN and kind of funny. Like that's what everybody's doing.
I've been noticing too, like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Conan, like they're all doing like their shit, especially Stephen Colbert, which I think is amazing because Stephen Colbert's from here, so like
I've served him oysters.
Like, did you baby bird it or like you just dropped it off at his table?
Dropped it off at his table.
Fucking, your stories suck.
They do.
No, but they've been doing this really awesome thing where they're like doing their shows from home and like they'll Skype guests or FaceTime guests, which is really neat. It's just it's really cool to see, like, we're going through such a shit time, and to see people be able to like find workarounds and like adapt to what's going on is really cool. I mean, obviously these are like super big productions, but like you got to think these people are using probably like iPhone 11s or like little Canons or Nixons or something that or Nikons. That are they're at their house. So like it's really cool. But we will be here for you for the 38 of you so far. Tell your fucking friends. This is funny. This is a good podcast. We're informative. And just make sure like, subscribe, follow us on social media. That's the rundown on most things, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was great. I typed in the rundown on YouTube, and it actually first thing it popped up.
Did you type it in under your account, or did you?
No, I did it from a computer at work.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh yeah, I can do that too.
Because I wanted to see, what the views were, or no. Excuse me. I do it to make sure that the video goes up on time, and gotcha. I did it, and sure enough, I was the first one there that popped up. Pretty cool. And
just remember, the more people that subscribe, the better this will get, because like it'll afford us the opportunity to make better content, be a little bit more proactive as far as like producing wise, I guess.
Producing wise, my plan has always been to put the money right back into it. So better camera, different types of episodes.
Yeah. Dude, just think. The more people you get, the more friends that you have come over to watch our channel, I think that could improve the production so much. We could have like explosions like Michael Bay status, or
the fuck's gonna explode?
Who gives a shit? I'll bring the cat out here. We'll blow her up. I'm just kidding. So I'm just kidding.
No, you have the fucking SPCA all.
I'm just kidding.
I am gonna start streaming as another way of getting it out there.
Oh no shit. Okay, awesome.
So starting next week, I'm gonna stream Animal Crossing. If you want to come watch my little village,
you could literally stream anything else.
But I like Animal Crossing.
Dude,
you should see my little house.
God. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week.